The Women's Service League started helping Elim in the late 1950s, and in the past 10 years alone, they have raised over $2 million through their volunteer efforts. Of course, their biggest fundraising event of the year is a Dutch festival. This year will be the 16th annual festival. This year, the luncheon was again held at the Doubletree Hotel in Elliston, Illinois. Lori, an adult service client, spoke at the event.
Persevere and keep one thing in mind, that God's in our hearts and called us to do good else, above all that, in good form. Thank you.
Thank you, Women's Service League.
Thanks, Janice. Back in May, Orland instructors Tony and Lynn took a group to the Victory Lanes Therapeutic Horse Farm in Petone. Kim reports.
We were greeted at the door of Victory Lanes by Sandy. Sandy is the owner of the farm. She led us into the barn to get closer to the horses. Clients started their day by feeding the horses hay and even getting a little show as Rasha asked us for food.
She's got a little paw, her little hoof up, so she's saying, please, and throw it in there.
Put it there.
Back up, Rasha. There you go.
They're hungry, right?
Yeah, they can eat all the time.
We bought some vegetables with us, which made the horses happy. Clients learned to feed them carrots and not fingers.
No curling up, because they're going to grab baby thinking it's your fingers. Now, remember we talked about him being afraid of me?
Give him a hug.
And he's in this nice big circle.
Sandy showed us how the horses learned to walk, trot, and run. Then we were allowed to walk some of the small horses around the barn.
There you go.
Good job, Marty.
Excellent.
Big circle.
Got it.
Good job, Naomi.
We ended the day by helping groom the horses. We learned brushing techniques and how to clean their hooves. A fun time was had by all. Back to you, Jen.
Thanks, Kim. While we clients were enjoying a deserved day off, our dedicated staff had their annual June in-service staff anniversary celebration. This year, they celebrated the anniversaries of 4 staff, including Grace Nelson, who celebrated her 25th anniversary, a first for adult services. Here's our report.
LaToya's been working 10 years. As a vocational trainer, LaToya is one of her gifts are she's great at motivating the clients to do their work. She's great at coming up with new ideas, especially with this new paradigm shift, coming up with new ideas and classes and being very energetic about running your classes. So we just really want to acknowledge LaToya's contributions through the year. And now we get to talk through So Laura, I've started out in school as well.
School is one-on-one, and then I went to the dormitory. I've been all over.
So in the work floor. For the last several years, Laura has been working with the day services program. So it's been a program area because of the complexity of the individuals served there, because of their slow progress. It's really been hard finding a person who is really committed to serving them and helping them through their slower level of progress. But Laura's been great with them. She's
my team too. I got
Laura's team. But this is your day. Grace is getting her day later on. So. Again, it takes a lot of patience dealing with the adult services, day services. And Laura and her team have done a great job ministering to them, providing just a very welcoming environment where they feel free to grow and develop. And good. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Where is Dawn? And again, I'm doing this for 20 years. I've been here 20 years, but I'm trying to remember. I do remember when Dawn started. I don't actually remember what position it was.
One-on-one.
One-on-one aid, okay. But I know, particularly when we started talking about a seniors program and looking at our clients as they aged, recognized that they needed a program that was specifically going to address their needs. Dawn was willing to come on board with us, start developing that, forming classes, activities that would really serve and minister to our adults. And as you saw from the video this morning, this is something Dawn has to deal with every day, multiplied 25 times. Huh?
20 lines.
Oh, 20, okay. That's great. So, thank you so much. The one thing great that we found out, or that we know as Christians, is that significance in God's kingdom is about serving. It's not about self-esteem. It's not about being rich and famous. It's really about the privilege, like our Lord Jesus had, of serving others and ministering to others. So Grace has had the great privilege over these 25 years to be able to serve Christ by serving those who are less needy in this world. And she's done it very faithfully, very compassionately, very lovingly, and we're extremely grateful for her years of service. And maybe you can explain the tree. I asked her, there's one thing we have a problem on this campus. Orland will have to deal with it next year. This campus, the deer eat everything. So I asked Grace, I said, we want to plant a tree in your honor, and maybe Grace, you could talk about why you chose this tree. And maybe get closer to the tree.
Well, while we're driving around, coming to and from Elim and Oasis and everything, all the girls on my bus, when these trees are blooming, we all say, oh, look at that one, oh, look at that one, look how pretty that one is. And,
what kind of tree is it?
It's a magnolia tree.
The magnolia has the pink and white blossoms in the springtime. So very full and beautiful.
So it's always been my favorite anyways. So when the girls and I always pick them out, and Brad asked me, that was the first thing that came out of my mouth.
And the first thing I checked was, is it resistant? And it is. So, so this tree has a good chance of surviving. We hope it survives more than the 25 years that Grace has currently served us. But, well, one thing I want to make sure you get your
Thank you very much.
But I'd like to invite everyone to step outside. We're going to plant the tree, have Grace with a couple ceremonial shovels full.
Just one for me.
Okay.
There you go. And get a good one, Grace.
Have a good one, Grace.
Congratulations again to the staff that celebrated anniversaries. That's all for this edition of the Elim News. Thanks for watching.